Welcome. This is episode 1 of the worst podcast you will ever endure, if you choose to. So right now I got next to me the lovely Miss
Boss Baby Treasy in the house.
Yeah, how you feeling, baby?
So good.
Okay.
Great to be on the podcast. You know, we gotta get some family in tune.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, got my big head ass brother over here,
Sucker Free Frankie.
Mr. Sucker Free Frankie in the building, you know. So we're about to have a good time. We're going to talk about a few things. I wanted to start out with us giving a brief introduction of our opinions of each other rather than us talking about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'll start with you. So, you know, I've known Boss Baby her entire adult life, and she's been a beautiful human being, extremely passionate. She can be vindictive if you take her that direction, but if you smooth, she's smooth. So sometimes. Overall, she's a great person to have in your corner, very dependable, and very lovely to be around, and knows how to have a damn good time. If you follow me on social media, you know as much. My brother Frankie, hell, I've been through everything with this dude. There's nothing I can't trust him with. Very outgoing, one of the most personable people you'll ever meet. Definitely somebody great to have in your corner as well. Very ambitious, always been about his bag. Smooth dude, I fuck with him. Get on my nerves sometimes, but that's because he keep it real. You always need one of them in your corner. You?
So, this is my lovely fiance.
Yeah.
All right, enough about him. Talk about me.
Like he said, I've known him for a long time. He taught me everything I know now, and I do believe he encouraged this boss energy into me.
Right.
Frank, he is the most honest and truthful man you'll ever talk to, and he won't care if you're crying in there. He'll let you know you
can be dying and bleeding out.
You know,
nigga tell you to walk it off.
You hear me? So you got two interesting men on this podcast about to talk some crazy stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my best to try to not get you guys canceled. So
I think you are the least of our problems.
As long as there's no rich white men around us, we're good.
Right. Brother?
All right, well, we'll start with Boss Baby Treasy. I feel like, personally, I really adore this young lady. Just watching her growth with my brother has been an amazing journey for me. Watching the rises, the growths, the support, the realness that she has for this man it gives me faith that it's more than just hoes out here, you know? That being said, my brother's the worst. In the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? He's always had ambitions that are much taller than himself, which he's always had very high ambitions, very tall ambitions, and I've never seen him stop striving to reach those, and it has pulled him to lengths that I've not seen very many people go, and that's been a huge inspiration for me. On days that I want to quit, I look at this bald-head ass nigga and I realize I can't. So, you right know, I love him and everything that we've ever been through. I catch a bullet for this nigga on certain days, but yeah. So.
All right. Well, that's the introduction to the host of the worst podcast. It's our first episode, like I said, and we got a special guest coming to rock with us, pop with us. We go bring him on and learn a little bit about him, and then we go kick some of this shit. Dolla, come holler at us.
Mr. Dollar Bill, man.
Yeah. What's going on? Appreciate you for coming in.
Where's your spill, Dollar Bill?
Right. Came in with a dripping on him. Drip splash spill.
Just a little bit, not too much.
Hey, so Dolla, what you want to tell us about yourself, or what you want the people to know about you?
Well, for starters, I'm an artist for sure. Go fuck with my music. Go look me. Go check me out. Add me on Instagram for starters. TTG51501. That's TTG51501. Go add a nigga.
That sounds like an area code and a zip
Check
code.
me out.
Train to go.
I drop freestyles on there. I do all that. If you know, you know.
Yeah,
Okay,
you off the
okay.
dome with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do that if I need to do that.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure.
What kind of music do we expect to find when we go check you out?
Man, I'm actually trying to, like, I got, my big brother and whatnot in my ear, and I'm trying to diversify. I'm trying to do, kickback music, club music, shit for the homies. If you know, you know.
All right.
If you know, and
Right.
all that. I'm really trying to do something for everything, but I'm really trying to key in on the women and I guess the homies.
Okay.
Type shit.
Yeah, for the community.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I figure, with the nature of things, me and my brother have always had some very interesting conversations throughout life, and that's what sparked the interest in me doing a podcast. I know y'all are tired of people dropping new podcasts by the second, but it's my understanding that there's a lot of space in this environment for minds like mine and his, and I wanted to start off by a segment that I'm going to call "What Blows Frank's High."
Don't get me started. I need a shot.
Yeah. Because I need you to
shot.
talk to us. Let's come in hot and heavy. Tell us why you hate single black baby mamas and Jews.
Okay.
Well, seeing as how I'm mixed with Jewish, I don't stand by that.
But fuck the single black baby mamas.
Yeah, what?
Oh, shit.
Of course.
That is wild.
Especially mine. And she ain't even black, but fuck her.
That's
but
crazy.
no, I'm just kidding. I love you, Kanika.
Cut it out.
Nah. I think right now what really, really blows my high
Yeah.
is in a time where we could use the most unity that we ever needed in the black community. We steady screaming about a blonde-haired, blue-eyed man in the sky that was used to oppress us. And there's something so embarrassing and disgusting to me about that.
Yeah.
That's, if you ever want to say that you hate yourself,
Right.
if you ever want to wonder why we can't get it right, I think that would be a place to start.
For sure.
You think that the thing that's going to unify us is the thing that unified us in slavery? That's stupid. Well, who came up with that? Oh, I can tell you who did.
Yeah.
But I don't need to.
The perpetrator.
I don't need to. That really blows my heart, man.
I mean, it's obviously just a tool that was implemented so skillfully that it's going to work for eons to come. And the simplest reason why it doesn't even have to be forced on you per se, because they still force it in your face every day, but the reason why they can walk away from it and it still works is because people need that something to blame besides themselves. It makes life so much easier if it's not my fault.
Man, it's like it works on so many different levels. I'm not good enough to believe in myself.
Yeah.
My people are not good enough to believe in my people. And more importantly, I'm not smart enough to understand that I have the power and the accountability to change my situation and circumstances.
For sure.
This is just, when does it, when do we take that power? At what time do we say, okay, enough is enough? We can get on some Nas stuff and do what we want to do if we want to do it.
Yeah.
Like when you say something like that, you corny. But then if you say, "White Jesus got me," now you somehow you're part of the culture.
Now you're speaking philosophy.
Now you're speaking facts. This shit is outrageous.
Dolla, did you grow up in a religious home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Like what sect of religion? Like Christianity?
Muslim. I'm Muslim.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And when I tell people that, they instantly go, "Oh, you converted?" No, actually, I've been Muslim since I was a kid.
Yeah, no choice in the matter.
What's crazy is though, my mom was Christian. My mom went to church. I went to church and all that. I know the ins and outs of that. Also, my older sisters and my older siblings took the FOI route, the Fruit of Islam.
Okay.
And I kind of did too as a kid, young. So, yeah, I'm Muslim, but I do know a lot about Christianity also. I probably know just as much as a Christian would.
Okay. All right. So, would you say that it's something that has like empowered you or held you back, or since it's always been there, do you like maybe not even know the difference?
Help me, because a lot of stuff I be into, I know better.
Okay.
You know.
So like behaviorally, it prevented you from doing a lot of things.
No, probably not.
Right.
You just want to give credit to somebody else.
Yeah, because I know better. And that's why I know better, you know.
Well, see, that's what I was just saying.
Yo.
You know,
honest,
you got to give a credit to somebody else. You're taking it away from yourself.
All praise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. And if I understand correctly, you were raised Catholic?
So, no. So, my mom was obviously Catholic, but my dad was Christian.
Okay.
What's the difference? They not the same thing?
Yeah, I always wondered that.
No, they're different. So Catholics are basically like super strict, and Christian, you got some leeway. If that
What do you
makes
mean
sense.
super strict?
Like,
Can't be a homosexual Catholic.
For sure.
Serious, brother. You can't be a homosexual Catholic. Christians, they like everybody.
Christian.
Yeah. Come as you are.
Is that the only thing that's different in sexuality? That's crazy.
No, it's just like rituals and how they pray to God, and I the only reason why I know these things is because I went to two different churches.
Mm-hmm.
So like every time my grandma would come, we would always go to a Catholic church.
On your mom's side?
Yes.
Okay.
So we would always pray.
Oh,
Like,
man, it's so like... It's
Not
so,
even the good Christian music like
it's
this.
sterile
No, like-
in Catholic church. It's like sterile as hell. Like you like...
Well, I mean,
It's so stiff.
suppose
like,
if you're going to be playing with little boy booty holes, you might want it to be clean.
Well, I think when I went
So-
with her, because I went with her for her dad's funeral.
That is Catholic,
And
right?
that may have been my
Yeah,
I'm
so
only
it was
asking 'cause
Catholic,
I've
so
only
it
ever
wasn't-
seen on a movie,
yeah,
and I
so-
don't know if it'd be like really how it be on the movies. Y'all know
It's
how it
very
be.
home.
That's what I mean by the movies. Like, do it be
Yeah.
like that for real?
Yeah.
Dude,
So
that's-
Christian, I
that's
know Catholics do
insane.
that. Christians, they're more of a rap song and a beat.
A rap song. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Rap song's crazy.
A
I
rap
think you're
song?
talking about Baptist.
She said
No,
Christian.
Christians.
I think she means R&B-ish.
Right.
Oh,
There
oh,
you go.
you felt the soul.
Yeah.
The spirit.
The
was
spirit moved her.
the spirit
She
moved
said,
her.
this is rap music.
there. They rap.
This is hip-hop.
They going on.
But I really knew the difference when they brought donuts at the Christian church and then they didn't bring donuts.
Right,
at the
right.
Oh, you just
Catholic
went to a rich church.
Yeah.
They ain't got donuts at black church.
No.
What?
No.
No, we ain't never
No.
had donuts.
You might have a Sunday dinner, maybe.
My grandpa
on
was
a
a preacher,
special Sunday.
and I never got a donut. Not one donut,
Yeah.
not nary a donut.
Dang.
Now we did have these, dang, what did they call them? Where it was like several congregations would get together at one church. And then all the ladies of the church would cook and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they
Okay.
did those every so often, and
Nice.
those would be dope.
Like a
Those-
potluck?
Yeah, it's like a potluck, but
Okay.
like a Christian potluck.
Barbecue?
Christian potluck.
You know, and like it would be super dope. And all of like the best preachers would come, and you know, it was they would thug out. It was cool. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
But anyways,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, when he passed away, they wanted to do a Catholic church, so we ended up going to that Catholic church where we like kneel.
Yeah.
Wait.
they make
Like
y'all-
you literally had to like do
Yeah,
that
they
type
got
of stuff?
Kneel.
they got like a little stool that comes off of the back pew for you to kneel on.
They got foam on it and everything.
So I'm not
For
being
real?
funny at all, but like the
What-
stories about grooming in Catholic churches is quite real.
Yeah, it's a real
I mean, it's extremely specific. Like you are, if you ever wanted to see people on Robot, they're definitely on Robot at the Catholic Church. And then there were so many. Like he gave like a sermon here. He gave a sermon there. Another lady came and gave a sermon here, a sermon there. And then he walked over there and prayed to this thing. And then he walked over there and spilled something on that thing. And he came to the middle and threw some hand signs. It was like, what is all of this for? What are all these movements? All these movements can't be like that.
Very ritualistic.
That significant.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
It was definitely seance-y. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Seance
And
is
he was
crazy.
like super Chinese.
Yeah,
Wait, he was Chinese?
Seance is crazy.
He was Asian.
Oh.
He was a
And so you
Buddha.
could barely understand him too. You was like,
Bro, you would have thought he
And
was
like he was speaking in like
in his
chimes,
own language.
riddles.
yeah, for
Yeah. It
Almost.
was bad.
Yeah, I ain't with that. I don't like that. How that feels.
sure. So something that got us a lot of attention as of late is putting a spotlight on our relationship. We're known for the polyamory right now. A lot of people are calling us their favorite poly couple right now.
Power poly couple.
You
Oh, that's a thing? Power poly? Okay.
What's para poly is different than just poly?
No, it's like they're just
yeah.
saying
Yes,
that we're
it
making
is.
moves.
We're
With
stronger.
the muscle emoji.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're just
stronger.
making moves.
Stronger.
We in motion.
With the muscle emoji.
You know? Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
in sync, you know?
Okay.
So I know people haven't really got to hear you speak on your poly experience. So my first question, I kind of know the answer to, but nobody else does, I suppose. But my first question is, how did you discover polyamory?
So I discovered polyamory from this man. I met him one night, and then I spent the rest of my life.
Didn't go home.
how it
Yeah, I
goes.
just didn't go back home. I just ended up moving in with him. Now it was very new, but not that new. I was already freaky, but I didn't understand like how I can incorporate that into my daily life. Like that was
Yeah.
still
You was sneaking around with
You was slurring.
yeah.
You was slurring and didn't
Sneak
know that
dick.
there was a world where it
Yeah.
could be coped.
She
Yes.
was sneak dicking.
Man.
So, obviously I got around you and I started getting comfortable, and then you explained everything to me, and I understood, but then it was actually time to face the real polyamory side.
Mhm.
What do you mean by that? What's
So, like, bringing other partners
Being
in.
poly.
Oh,
Right,
so
right,
so
right,
wait.
right,
So
right,
just so
right.
that our viewers and everyone can stay with, because I got lost for a second.
That's 3 people.
So it's give us a breakdown. Like what it was cool when, and then you had to face the real poly when.
Oh, so, like, what I mean by, like, poly is, like, I guess to me is, like, actually seeing your partner in action with another person.
Okay.
So you mean
like,
when you seeing him giving the meat to another girl, and she's like liking it,
Like when we doing cheers at the table, she's like, "Oh, this is cool."
and then when that meat gets inserted, then you like, I don't know that I like this so much right at this moment.
Dick starts slanging.
Well, the thing is I was already used to people cheating on me.
Mhm.
And so, like, the ex before you is, like, I saw him cheating, but he would record the girls he would obviously sleep with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Type shit.
I always,
So you would find his videos?
yeah.
He's a
Did he want you
recorder.
to find the videos?
He was
No,
a
he
recorder.
was like in jail, and I, like, went through his phone. And
That's diabolical.
But
Yeah.
I didn't put him in jail, I promise. Anywho, but I would be very turned on. I'm like, okay, he's like,
And mad at the same time.
yes, like it was like, and I like the weird part of me was like, I hate that I was upset, that I was mad that he was doing that to somebody else.
Mhm.
So once I saw you in action, I liked it, but I was like, oh, why are you doing this?
Interesting.
So then,
So it's like a selfish thing, or
no, it's just you're just trained to know that your partner's not supposed to be with anybody else.
oh, you were fighting societal norms.
Yeah,
Yes.
she brings up a good point. You're going against indoctrination.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We live in a society that tells us this is this and that is that, and it's supposed to be this way, and if it ain't that way, then it's wrong.
Yeah.
I heard it only we live like that. Though. I heard in other places they're not programmed like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's
Like
just-
everything
that's
that we just said about
Americanized
religion
shit.
is affecting this entire conversation.
Most definitely.
It's
Which is why it was the segue.
you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what do you have a favorite thing about poly?
Yes. So, I think this is like really more so, I guess, about you. Because my favorite thing in poly is that you push me outside of my comfortable zone.
Okay.
So, like, because obviously you've been poly for like,
Ever.
yeah.
I
So,
feel an old nigga joke coming.
Right.
I feel it.
not yet.
Not yet.
I'm getting warmed up.
I'll get warmed up.
But no, like, so the more you push me, and I just think you push me because you've never seen a woman, like, be this poly to this magnitude.
To this magnitude.
She extremely
Magnitude.
poly. She's extremely poly.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Top dog
Well, I don't
poly.
know if I'm just, like, overly speaking for myself. Like,
Well,
You speaking your truth.
I wanna
Pop your
know-
shit,
I
Tree.
want to know how you got used to it. What happened? What transpired that made you like, I'm fucking with it?
it was the fact that it was all honesty. Like,
Okay.
so when I first got with him, I was lying for no reason. Like,
They all lie.
like no, but it was for
all lie.
no reason. Like, he would tell me the truth, and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so, and he's like, bitch, I just saw you with someone.
Yeah.
Gaslighting was real.
What do
is
you
talking
mean?
about? I just saw you. Saw you.
And I'm like, no.
You're
And
still
then-
holding a penis.
And
Like,
then Frank would come here like, bro, she did X, Y, and Z. I'm like, no, I didn't. So
Lying ass liar.
it was that. I had to get over the lying thing. Because
Okay.
that was like super pertinent in my family. Like,
Okay.
So like lying was the thing.
Lying with-
Okay.
Why do you think y'all lie? Is it more or less like a?
It's a emotion.
I'm trying to figure it out. You hear me?
Look, it's a safety mechanism.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to crack the code because I'm trying to figure out like, is you embarrassed, shorty? Because you ain't got to be embarrassed with me, shorty.
It's a safety mechanism.
You ain't got to do all
For
that.
for
though.
centuries, women were slaughtered for
any little thing.
for yeah.
Yeah.
if I thought my wife was cheating on me, all I had to do was say she did witchcraft, and they was
sure.
gonna burn
Kill
her.
You out of here.
you could get every
out of here.
That's
you could get every woman in her lineage.
Right.
Eradicated.
Bruh. She comes from a line of witches.
Everybody do witchcraft.
Bruh.
That's terrible. But I guess I would just say the favorite thing in poly is just the way how my partner pushes me.
Okay.
And you know, even though I don't like people, you know, us meeting new people, when I do get in that groove of talking, you know,
When you come out your shell.
it's I do like that aspect of meeting a lot of people.
For sure.
And it's cool to, like, you know, when we're going out in Hollywood, people calling out our names.
Oh, you like the celebrity of our relationship. Ain't that a bitch?
I mean, there's worse things to love about your relationship. I got a question. Being as though this is the worst podcast, and we take things to the worst of it. I feel like this is a perfect moment to shed some light on, because you kind of touched on it a little bit, pun intended, when you when you talked about there was a side of Pauly that was cool than a motherfucker. But then there was another side that wasn't so cool. I think that is the brunt of, I dare say, 110% of people who are involved in poly, where their actual mental hangups lie. And I feel like we do a disservice if we don't actually touch on that. I know I want to hear your personal opinions, but I know when I started engaging.
Well, you were going to get the same questions as her. So if you have a question.
Cool. Cool. Tree. So when you doing your thing with poly, when you're engaging with the gentlemen or the fellows of your personal choice, is there ever any guilt or baggage that crosses your mind while having those said interactions?
As far as like thinking of my partner,
it could be whatever.
Oh.
This is your mindset. I don't know. It's how does it affect you mentally?
Well, my life is very easy and breezy. So anything I do is super like non-stressful, and it's like I don't have to think about whether or not it's gonna hurt anybody's feelings.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So in a way, what you're telling me is, what you're telling us is, no, you don't ever have any baggage or guilt associated with your side of poly,
No.
because you know for a fact this is something that's allowed and okay and agreed upon with your partner. That's
Yes.
kind of what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
But
okay.
I also
Straight up.
This is
All right.
this is like the super weird. I think this is like the woman part of it. But like, I think sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've told him this, but sometimes I think like.
Ooh, you gonna learn with all of us.
Yeah. I like learning.
Okay.
I think sometimes if I do, he's gonna say he doesn't, but okay. I think sometimes when I do step out and go meet a guy who I'm actually very interested in, like, because like I'm not very interested in a lot of guys.
Understood.
Like, it's super hard to get my attention, let
Okay.
alone me like really mess with you.
Okay.
So like I feel like sometimes when I go step out, I feel like he has to go do something because I'm doing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like it's like chill, stay in your ass house.
I got another.
What the fuck?
Like I know you didn't want no coochie when I.
You didn't want no coochie this morning. Why you want some coochie now?
Yeah, what?
Bro, that's fucked up. That's wild. Hell no.
All right, well, all right, here's a little a devil's advocate question for you. Is there a piece of you that secretly wants him to feel a twinge of jealousy?
Back then, yes.
Back then?
Yes, back
Like in the beginning.
yeah, in the beginning. Yes.
So you was putting on the show sometimes.
Moaning extra loud. Oh my God! I'm feeling it in my eyebrow.
No.
You just ruptured my spleen. Fuck
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So like the weird thing is, so I can do group play, like that's cool.
Yeah.
But like I'm starting to realize, like I don't think I can be intimate with another man in front of him. Cause then I get uncomfortable.
Really? Well, that was the question I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you think that is?
Oh,
Why?
so your poly is mostly like you go off and have your fun. That's when you get to like let your hair down and not worry about anything.
Going
'cause
crazy.
You ain't worried about like how it looks or anything. You just
Yes, and she needs you to stay your dumb ass in the house
In
when
the
she's
house.
doing it.
right.
You got blocked.
I need right.
You making it so she can't focus on what she's trying to do.
I can't focus on this dick if you going to
You right.
Well, I feel like when I'm like playing, I have to like there's like a boss lady that comes in me when I'm playing because I have to make sure that he's okay. I have to make sure make sure that the woman's okay, and I have to make sure
That's a crazy way to state that.
I have to make sure the man's okay. Because I have to be able to read body language and see if anybody's uncomfortable.
Oh,
So
okay.
like to me, when I play, it's not even about playing anymore. It's making sure that the vibe in the room is going and it's like everybody's comfortable.
Okay. Okay.
So I feel like that's why I can't have my fun.
You can't let your hair down.
Yeah, it's because I have to make sure that everybody is not on bullshit.
You babysitting and shit.
She's on the yellow brick road, but she really want to just click them heels and go to Kansas.
So brother,
Yeah.
when did your journey with polyamory begin? Like,
Oh man.
like acknowledging it as an actual lifestyle, because I know you've always been active
Yeah.
for a very long time, but the awareness of what you're doing and where you want to go.
Well, without going the obvious, like relating to like uncles and father figures and stuff, I just keep it in the house. I grew up in a house full of gorgeous women who have how do you respectfully say that? Gorgeous women that garner the attention of people.
For sure.
You know,
They have their indiscretions.
they have their pick.
Yeah.
They have their way. They're women who have their way.
How they way.
So, as a little boy who's seeing what their way looks like, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I seen men get cussed out who was not even number 3 on the chain.
Yeah.
So
Who is this?
bitch. Nigga, you number 6.
Right.
But so very beautiful, respectable women, not to put anyone down or shame anyone, that's not the point. The point is I figured out very early that the nature and the sexuality of men and women isn't as far apart as society would have us believe.
For sure.
Further to that point, they're way better at this than we are.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's my personal opinion that men don't find anything wrong with this, which is why we're not so great at hiding it, because we really don't see anything wrong with it.
For sure.
We don't feel the need to go the extra mile to hide stuff because we'd be like, it's just sex. Like, what is the issue? I come home to you, I love you, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like different pies. You know what I mean? I don't want to just have apple pie. Sometimes I like blueberry.
Think the greatest thing that women ever accomplished was making rich men feel bad about using their dick. That right there is an egregious
Do you know what kind of skill you have to have to tell a person that can own portions of the world
Right.
he's not allowed to do something
Right.
and he believes it?
Right.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right.
That is the most preposterous thing that they manage to do on a regular basis.
It makes me think about the conversation about men and younger women. As long as you're within legal range, I think with men...
Disclaimer, he said within legal range.
The men who have the ability to date anybody, I feel like only women that aren't being picked are pushing this narrative.
Of course. What are you talking about?
You're gross. You're disgusting. Why don't you find me attractive? I'm 40 with 3 kids. Come buy me dinner, baby.
The funniest thing about that
That's
is...
not true.
No,
we were watching Selling Sunset. That's actually a $1 million real estate
company.
company. And there were women on there that don't have kids, and they were saying the same thing about younger women.
they were talking about their boss, who they've all dated, who he lost interest in them.
I mean, yeah.
And so they're like, his little brain dead girlfriend.
I mean, he's not with us today, so they did make a point.
I mean, that's my point. He gets to have his pick of the world.
On whatever day he chooses.
Bruh, it's going to be another 25-year-old tomorrow. They're lined up.
Well, if you own portions of the world, I will let you do whatever you want.
Oh, baby, you gonna let me do? If I lose everything, goddammit, I'm still using this dick as I please. I don't give a damn.
No.
I don't give a damn.
I lost my whole
That's
train of thought.
I can lose it all, baby. That's one thing I've never negotiated about.
And you did do that.
He didn't do that.
He did do that.
He did negotiate.
No. He did lose everything and
And kept fucking.
And stayed on his toes.
And kept fucking.
Right. Well, you know that they say, you never know what a man is until he's been through some loss. If it's always been up and it's always been great, you don't really know who that person is.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know what a fighter is till he gets punched in the face.
Yeah. Everybody got a face till they get punched in the plant.
Right.
oh my gosh.
Right. Type shit.
So I don't. Do you have a relationship orientation that is anything relative to the discussion, or you just living life?
I just be living, bro.
Yeah.
I just be living. I mean,
like are
I'm a
you
man
making
like y'all.
agreements?
I'm a man like y'all are, so I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
But are you single right now?
I'm
Okay.
on tour.
All right. Yeah. Making my way
I'm
downtown.
on the world.
See, what he said is, she know who she is, and there's like 15 right now. I'm just they're like,
I'm on tour.
I'm just
man.
kidding, brother.
Yeah.
I have. I know who they are.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I saw a post the other day, and I thought it was an interesting conversation, and y'all can give me your personal opinions on it. But this man was having a surgery. I don't know if he disclosed what the surgery was or whatever, but he was hospitalized for a few days or so.
Okay.
And he was upset with his best friends for not coming to visit him, and he said he was gonna cut him off. Since you closest to me, is this a valid? Is this justifiable? Does it make sense for a man to feel that way?
Absolutely not.
No?
Well, I feel like men are different.
Okay.
Only because like if you guys are really, really, really close, then yes, I see that being an issue. But if you're not close and you barely talk to him, like I don't see it being a very demanding thing of me to go visit you.
So if it's somebody that you kick it with on as much as it is healthy for a man to kick it with another man, if you have that bond with somebody, that person should make time to come visit you.
Hey.
Okay, yes.
Hey.
Well, me
Look.
personally, yes.
Okay.
But I feel like
but is it cut them off worthy?
no, not at all.
I don't know.
So what do? You fall back from them? If you're not cutting them off, what do you do?
You just let him hang himself and see what he does.
I don't know if this is right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Lord forbid, if I was to get shot today or something,
Yeah.
and I don't see from you,
Mm-hmm.
I probably don't cut you off.
Yeah.
Because that's like some bitch-like tendencies, but I'm definitely popping your ties. For sure.
You stupid as hell.
I'm definitely popping your ties. And
Yeah.
you're going to have to figure out who did it. Well, you got a Tesla. It's going to show me doing it.
Right.
But the point is, I'm finna be mad than the motherfucker.
Yeah.
If something happens to me and I'm hospitalized,
Uh-huh.
and we rock with each other the way we do, and I don't hear from you, yeah, man, I'm finna be mad.
For sure.
I'm finna be irritated.
What say you?
I mean, for me, it depends on what homie it is. Like,
Yeah. You got that homie that's supposed to
I
pull
ain't
up.
gonna lie. Like, I can like my free gator log. I got to my twin gator log.
Yeah.
Shit show.
Free 20 now.
Gator gonna come see me.
Yeah.
Big gator.
Gator gonna come see me.
Yeah.
Your little PDGs, free PDGs, he gonna come see me.
Yeah.
Smoke low, my little brother, he gonna. It depends on what homie you is. You know, you got people that's associates,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got brothers.
Right.
I don't expect for my associates to come see me, and I'm not tripping if you don't.
Right,
Because
right.
I'm gonna handle you the same way.
For sure.
We
For
got
sure.
a
For sure.
mutual we got a mutual understanding that I know you and you cool. I ain't tripping on you, and we good.
Yeah.
But my brother's gonna come see me though, or I'm gonna be mad.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna be mad. Why you ain't come see me?
Right,
My
right.
back hurt. They put something on my back that hurt.
Right.
Why you ain't come see about it, nigga, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to come see me. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. For sure. Well, so, you know, I've been in the hospital a couple times, and I think just like theoretically, if I'm thinking about it, I'd be like, damn, nigga, you know. But when you there though, that shit ain't on your mind. Like when they took my appendix out, like I couldn't think about no damn body. Ain't nobody crossed my mind. I ain't think about my mama, my daughter.
just trying
No,
to
I'm
stay
like,
alive.
man, where them Viking in that? Where them perks at? Shit, push that button. I want to see the nurse. The nurse need to come see me.
Right.
Right. You know, and so when I saw it, I'm like, yeah, my brother's supposed to come see me, but I know what it feels like to be there, and I'm like, that shit ain't crossed my mind. He must not have been going through nothing that serious.
Right.
Cause you only thing you care about in that hospital is that medicine.
Right.
The rest of that shit is irrelevant.
But afterwards, doesn't it do a little something to you mentally? Like once you're not in pain anymore,
Yeah,
and you out.
but that's weird.
A little loopy.
That's
Oh,
weird.
now you're looking for a reason to be
Bruh,
mad.
What's
now,
weird?
when I get home,
When you get come to and you like,
yeah, when
them niggas ain't come
when
see
they
me.
discharge me from the hospital
Them
and I
niggas
get
ain't come
home
see me.
and I'm dialing your phone number with anger,
It's a little sassy.
I'm like angrily pressing my phone screen.
You really don't feel like it depends on like what it is. Like, all right, you got your tonsils removed, so like a nigga put that fire in your ass. Like,
Yeah.
what if they don't come see you then? Like, it don't matter like the seriousness of your hospital visit.
Yeah, because if you pass the stones, I'm not coming to see you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, whatever. Call me when you get to the house and get the cab. You know, I'm trying to buy them bitches. Like,
But that's not how pain is measured though. Pain isn't measured by how much you care about. Because when they took my wisdom teeth out and they put that needle in the roof of my mouth, that was the most painful
that
shit
motherfucker
ever.
ain't no joke, is
Shit,
it?
you can't tell me I didn't die that day.
Okay.
Like, the fuck? And when I got to the house, this nigga was asleep. Like,
My bad, bro. My bad.
I got gauze in my mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to absorb blood. My tongue is swollen.
Bro, never count on Frank for life and death situation.
That's not true. Don't put that jacket on me.
You come through when it matters.
When it matters.
Because you can't help with that situation.
I
You know what I'm
can't.
saying? You're not
I'm
a
not
drug
putting
dealer.
cotton in your mouth.
You know, you're not a drug dealer.
Frank
you know
was
what I'm
in the
saying?
shower while we were getting robbed.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yes.
That
He
is a
was
true
washing
story.
his balls while we were
No,
getting
no,
robbed.
keep it a buck. He was washing his hair. It's always
It
his
takes
hair.
a long time for me to wash my hair.
It takes a long time for me to
if
wash my
somebody was
hair.
robbing y'all,
I think the
came in
important.
your crib.
Man.
Gunned up.
Yeah.
I'm not like that, but I've always been on the other end. So how it feel?
Well, I didn't feel nothing. I felt clean and refreshed when I got out.
How
Bruh.
that shit feel?
Well, thank God we weren't there.
Well, we've actually been robbed a couple times.
God
Like-
damn.
So this time in particular, like me and her were gone somewhere doing whatever.
It's that poly stuff.
I think he was still in the shower when we came in.
So you
And
didn't witness nothing.
no,
I
he
didn't
witnessed
see nothing.
You
nothing.
just came and everybody was broke.
Like they was respectful as hell. Like they ain't
They
bothered him in the shower.
They didn't even knock on the door. They didn't let me know they was
wasn't
there or
tripping
nothing.
With y'all, they was just like, you look like a businessman. You know what's up. Like we ain't gonna. we ain't
No,
trying to fuck
it
this
wasn't
shit
like
up.
no.
No, he wasn't there.
It wasn't no robbery. It was a burglary. Is that?
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
difference.
yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
burglary.
Okay.
We've been burglared.
It's a big
Yeah,
difference.
Yeah.
When
okay.
you say robbery, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
No, we ain't
I
never
be
been laid
forgetting
down.
the nuance of the word.
Nah, we ain't never
Yeah,
been
it's
laid
too
down.
Nah,
different.
nah, I ain't never been laid down.
We ain't never been laid down. We've been
Yeah.
we've been
That's whole two whole
burglarized.
different levels of
Right,
charges.
right.
That's two
If
different
they catch
brackets.
him right now, I'm putting a
That's two
different jacket
brackets
on
of
him.
time, bro.
No, but look, this is the thing that makes it funny though. So So him and her on the time that they talking about was not there.
Right.
But this is what makes it so bad. So we was living in Houston, and we had a house full of women.
Right.
So it was at the time, it was an Asian woman and Ashlyn.
It's safe to say about 5 women.
No, just who was there. I'm talking about who was physically there.
Oh, when it
took
happened?
place, yeah.
Oh,
so,
I don't know.
So when it physically happened, it was 2 young ladies who was there.
Wasn't it 50's girl too?
No, she wasn't there. Nope, Bree wasn't there. And so I'm in the shower. It's almost like there's something that was watching over me, because the type of person I am, I probably wouldn't have made it out of that situation.
Right.
So the fact that I'm in the shower, I'm literally in the shower with music playing.
Right.
And they can hear that music. Of course, if you're in that apartment, you can hear the music in the shower. They never bothered that door. They never did. Now the females, I got beat up by the females pretty much. Because when I came out the shower, they yelling at me, "You ain't hear nothing." No, we got thrown down the stairs and some more stuff.
Oh, they roughed up the females.
They threw them down some stairs.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
They,
Gotta go.
they threw them down the stairs out the house. They did. They didn't hurt them. They didn't do nothing to them. I mean, I imagine being thrown down some stairs isn't painless.
Right,
But
right.
it could have been so much worse.
Right.
But no, they came in, they grabbed what they needed to grab, and they left. But they never. They never touched that bathroom door, which was very, very strange to me.
Okay, well,
Very
I
strange.
think we got time for one more topic. I saw something else on social media, cracked me up. In Seattle, they are watching the Blade, and they are taking down license plate numbers of guys who are picking girls up, and they are sending them notices in the mail.
Huh.
It's not a like a legal situation. It's more like, we saw you, like, don't do this. A lot of these girls
they
are in,
broadcasting this shit.
huh? Yeah. Are they broadcasting the letters?
Are they broadcasting what they're doing in Seattle, like on the news and shit?
I don't know about that part of it, but when they put this,
It's all
this
over
was
social media.
This was a
Oh, then
news.
it's getting broadcast.
This was a news broadcast that
Yeah.
said this, but it wasn't like they were showing guys' cars and their plates and shit like that. They were showing the Blade, showing the girls, and then showing the letters that they're sending to them.
Okay.
How do you feel? Do you feel like this is a?
Profiling.
You feel like this is a productive way to go about dealing with
A productive way to go about what, though?
I mean, I guess they're trying to scare men off the Blade.
But it's
They're
not
trying
going to
scare
never work.
buyers.
It's
It is.
never going to work.
If they sending letters to the house, motherfuckers getting caught up.
People with something to lose.
Motherfuckers getting caught up.
Yeah.
Bruh. Okay, look. People have had something to lose since before we had electricity.
Man.
Okay, all I'm saying is Cleopatra brought down 2 major nations. That was the coldest hole to ever do it.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is you you can take a fish out of water, but it's still gonna be a fish.
Yeah.
You can make people as uncomfortable as you want to. Pussy gonna sell. Always, forever. It'll never change. There's nothing you can do about that. You can go after the tricks. You can go after the management. You can go after the pussy
girl.
itself.
Yeah.
You're never going to stop something that is unstoppable.
For sure.
Period. All you're doing is making a new lane for y'all to take more money from the citizens. That's it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Profiling.
opinions?
I mean, outside of motherfuckers getting caught up, because who checks I don't check. I ain't never checked the mail.
Right.
I know niggas.
My mailbox always
I
overflowing.
know your girl check getting that mail. You not
Yeah.
getting that mail, bro. I
Right.
know better than that. So niggas is
Oh,
getting
it's like
caught
a
up.
He
report
said,
card.
"What is a court date that you don't read?"
You know this came in the mail today, right?
This look like your license plate, babe.
Niggas is getting caught up for shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll definitely agree. You know, the vaginal regions will be a high commodity for sure.
So one of the comments was a guy said, "This is unfair. I'm an Uber driver."
Oh, that's funny.
And Tree was like, "Yeah, that's unfair to the Uber drivers." I said, "Baby, this man don't drive Uber." That is, you're cute. That man does not have a Uber driver account.
For sure.
He runs JC
Stop
Penney's.
coming on potential clients.
They giving the game a black eye. I mean, it does freak you out a little bit if somebody was like, "Hey, I'm watching you."
Depends on what kind of stolen life you in. Sometimes that's exciting.
High profile guys, just like, especially like if they're doing like time and date and shit like that, and your wife is like, "Babe, this is your lunch hour."
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
This is when you went on that trip with your colleagues at work.
Before I forget though, Dolla, I gotta say this before we move on. When them young ladies was very upset about what happened, I had to remind them that my hair is very expensive. But we can move on now.
Dude is stupid. He think he's Samson and shit.
There's a price that has to be paid for
Yeah.
my hair to look this way. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
the
Y'all
soul
paid that
plot.
price. I appreciate it. I love y'all. And let's move on.
Oscar, how we doing?
You got 10 minutes. So 51. You're at 51 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, we got time for another topic on some lighter talk. I want,
We got 10 minutes. We need him to give us some 411 on his movement and his plans for Vegas.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll let you close out with your information then. That cool? Or you want to go now?
No. Do your thing, brother.
Yeah. So on lighter subjects, I know we enjoy our nerd conversations. So this the new Mortal Kombat joint. 50 Cent doing one of his epic transformations.
I hate it already.
Balrog.
Wait, he gonna be in
You're
there?
not a fan?
Nope.
50 Cent gonna be in the new Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, he gonna be Balrog.
Why didn't he gonna be who?
Balrog, the boxer.
Baraka.
No, the
No.
one that looks like Tyson.
Bro, I didn't know.
The
who was
the
that?
muscly black guy with metal arms.
No,
Oh, Jax.
no, you think about Jax.
Nah, 'cause-
Street Fighter. My bad.
There you go, because I'm
Yeah,
like,
Street
I'm
Fighter,
a 90s
Balrog.
baby. I know better
My
than
bad.
that. Ain't
Oh,
no
you
Street
you talking about
Fighter
Street
on there.
Fighter?
Yeah.
50 Cent's gonna be in Street Fighter?
He's gonna be
For
Balrog.
real?
He's gonna be Balrog.
Yeah,
I
he's
ain't
doing
even
the whole
looked
little
into that.
transformation deal.
Is it a video game or is it a movie?
It's a movie.
I'm a Mortal Kombat
Live
fan.
action movie.
I ain't gonna hold you, so I don't really know much about Street Fighter.
I'm a Street Fighter
I was always
fan.
on Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a Street Fighter
I don't
fan.
know how I best it up. Yeah, Street Fighter.
Well, I mean, if it's a movie,
Yeah.
who better to play Balrog?
Well, I don't feel like early 50, possibly.
Balrog was always an older cat. He's a retired boxer who couldn't box no more.
For sure, but I don't think he has the bulk now.
He can get it.
From what I've seen, he's like
So 50, you said
he's
you-
hulking, but I think somebody like with the physique of like Terry Crews or something. Somebody that's like
Terry getting older too, though, bro.
yeah, he ain't got the musculature
I'm
no
not
more.
saying that he don't. 'cause
I've never
that's
seen
a
him
big
like
guy.
Lean.
yeah, I've never seen Terry Crews laying out like he's all.
How about
like,
we just go in between those two and just get Vin Rames? We all be happy with
You
that.
stupid as hell. Get Ving Rhames to play a black guy. I don't even think Ving Rhames can get it. No, Ving Rhames. I'm thinking about Vin Diesel. That's
No, Vin Rames, brother. Vin Rames. Baby boy's
That's
stepdad.
funny.
But he, I don't know.
yeah.
And-
They're all old though.
Yeah, I was thinking.
But
And
as
outdated.
Old
Frank
as
was
dirt.
saying, Balrog is a retired boxer though, so
Right.
the age is a part of it.
Okay, well, makes sense per se.
Yeah.
He's a retired boxer
I
that
ain't
started
gonna
enforcing
lie.
the drug cartel. So I feel like 50 might be great for that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not mad at it. I ain't got no issue with it. I like 50 as an actor. He's not horrible. He's not great, but he's not as bad as
He
a lot
decent.
are.
He decent.
Yeah, he pulls it off.
I like him. He's very.
He don't know how to play nobody but himself.
I won't say that.
Plays
you
a New
mean by
Yorker.
himself?
Name a movie where 50 played somebody that didn't follow 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying.
I ain't watched Get Rich. or
He's
Die Trying.
him in
You
Power.
did it?
No.
He's him in that movie he did with the
Yeah, I
white
watched
dude.
that, bro.
Yeah.
I give it to him. That's what made me start liking 50 Cent at first. I'm not a New Yorker.
I never gave it a chance.
I never got with his
Which one?
music, but when I seen
Get
the
Rich or Die
movies,
Trying.
I'm like, yeah. I
Wait,
fuck with
you
him for
never
sure.
saw that movie?
I fuck with him now for
He
sure.
doesn't like black people.
You funny as hell.
Wait, no, like all jokes aside, you never saw Get Rich or Die Trying? I
It's a
swear
good
you
movie.
did.
What about Before I Self Destruct? That's another one of his.
Hell, no, I don't even know what
It's
that
decent.
is.
It's decent.
And he was
It's
still
It's an
Get Rich or
action
Die
movie?
Trying in
It's
that
decent.
movie.
Yeah, it was per se. Yeah, he was.
He was still Get Rich or
But
Die
they
Trying
both
in
was
that
good
movie.
movies,
It
though.
was. They're all great movies, and they're all Get Rich or Die Trying.
So are you saying he's himself like Ice Cube is himself and everything?
No,
Because Cube is like extremely one.
he's himself.
one thing. Like,
He's himself like Denzel Washington is himself.
He incorporates
Okay.
his real life.
But Denzel's
into
a great
his
actor.
movies. Yeah, he is.
We've had this conversation off camera.
But he's always himself.
When we tried to find the most obscure role Denzel's ever played. We went to a movie that niggas don't even know about. It's called Much to Do About Nothing.
Right.
It's old English where he's dressed like an old Englishman,
Yeah.
and he was still Denzel swagging in it.
Yeah. You motherfuckers. In an old English movie. just
Straight up. I like that.
He's gonna always be Denzel if he's a preacher, if he's the preacher's son, if he's a cop, if he's a bad cop,
Yeah.
if he's a dad,
Yeah.
if he's a drug dealer. He's always Denzel.
Okay.
I'm trying to get on that Predator.
What about it?
I think it comes
The next one?
Friday.
Badlands?
It's Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm on that. I
Everything
grew up
they've
with
been
that.
doing as of late is a hit.
Man, they've been running.
Did
it
y'all
back.
watch the animated version?
The anime was epic.
I didn't watch it.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
I
on
don't
Hulu.
watch it.
It's
Put it on.
it's so good that I hate that I watched it.
The
I
animated-
want to watch it
The
for the
animated
first time
Predator was
again.
hard.
Okay.
It
Oh,
was
it's
hard.
for the movie.
It is a movie, yo.
Or is
No,
it
it's
for
not. It kind of connects it. What they did with the anime was paint the picture of, because they've shown us different timelines of the Predator, like future tech,
Right.
prehistoric tech.
Right.
What they did with the anime was made it like they've been bouncing throughout the timeline, so you don't know which predator you're experiencing. This is just something that they enjoy doing, going to test their character to the max. And so the anime was epic. It was insane. Like I hate that I watched it. I want to watch it for the first time again. It was that
Okay,
good.
that's crazy. That's you know what? That's an awesome way to put that.
Bruh, I hate that I seen it. Like I want to
hate
watch
that
it for the
seen
first
because I
time
want
so
the
bad.
excitement of watching it for the first time again.
Dude, I was on the edge of my seat.
So what I need to type in to find it?
It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Just type in Predator and
Yeah.
it's gonna pull up all their
Should pop in
Predator
somewhere,
stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure. All right, last topic. So Henry Cavill walking away from Witcher. This is probably specific to brother. Now, Henry Cavill said he couldn't do it anymore. They wasn't they wasn't following the Lord. They wasn't taking his advice. He felt like a lot of the things that they were making him do weren't relevant to that character.
Yep.
And he just didn't want to do it anymore.
Because Hollywood want to faggotize everything. And
Are we allowed to? Is this the last episode? God damn it!
Look, they want to make everything. Yeah.
Anti-hetero.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even a part of the Witcher lure. Like it don't have to be an issue per se. It doesn't even have to be about that. But if you make it about that, it becomes about that.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was never about that and you're just inserting that, you're now
forced.
taking away from the story.
Mm-hmm.
You're now taking away from the characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for your rainbow movement.
For sure.
I signed up for something that I genuinely loved, I genuinely enjoyed, and you're trying to make it something else to push an agenda that I don't care about. Not that I'm against the agenda you're pushing, it just, whatever.
So they've made enough mistakes with these movies and TV shows to where it's very understood and respectable what he's doing. So is it important for like directors to never bend for the artist in case the artist has the wrong creative direction? Like, is that ever a need for concern?
I think that we should take the view off of the actors and actresses and call it what it is. Mm-hmm. I think that more directors and screenwriters should be more honest to the body of work in which they're delving in. Instead of saying that this is a wayward actress or actor, keep it real. No, this is a wayward screenwriter and director. They're the ones who are playing into the panderverse. It's not the fault of somebody who appreciates a good body of work.
Yeah.
Because there are good bodies of work that has homosexual content in it. And great love stories in it, and great action sequences. Okay, for instance, who wouldn't be upset if Barney released a movie tomorrow, The Friendly Dinosaur, and it was about him being a serial murderer?
Right.
This is ridiculous. In what universe does Barney have anything to do with this? Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Or if we watch a movie with Malcolm X tomorrow, and it's starring Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
This is dumb. Like when you start pandering for the sake of sales and because people say they want representation or whatever the case may be, and you take away from the original body of work, you're no longer being honest to the art that was.
For sure.
People who actually appreciate and enjoy and love that art have every right to say, I don't want nothing to do with this. I don't even know what this is.
Hey, Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Slayer, was a fucking amazing movie.
It was decent.
That shit was epic.
It
God
was
damn it. Have you ever seen somebody make a
would've
tree
never
explode
thought
with
about
an axe? That man swung an axe at a tree and it
was tight,
exploded.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even know if the axe had a point at that point. They threw somebody up a wall.
That was crazy. I enjoyed seeing someone get thrown up a wall.
All right, man. Hopefully y'all have fun with us. This was episode 1 of the Worst Podcast. Hopefully, as we grow, y'all can be patient with us while we figure out our time and, become more consistent with it. But I wanted to introduce something that was more relevant to me, my story, my brother's story, wifey, and, have fun with the people and give unique perspectives on these everyday conversations. So, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, follow Boss Baby Treasy, Sucker Free Frankie, that's 2 C's, no K, Free Game Chad. We gonna let our dog Dolla tell y'all about his movement, his motion, and what he got going on. And then we gonna see y'all later.
Man,
Pull the mic.
for starters, yes, I do music. I get jiggy for shit show. If you don't know, I get jiggy. I gave you the where to go look me up. That's TTG 51501. Mr. Groovy Dance Moves on the way. For shit sure, I got a nice little hot little something for you. California made, Midwest raised for shit show, free sleeves, you feel me, free Jet 5 and all that, everybody else, I love you and all that. On Facebook, you can find me Dolla J Bill, DOLLAJBILL, like the Players Club, Dollar Bill with a J in the middle, though. Remember that. Y'all just get up with me, man, for real. You gonna see me soon on the big screen for shit show.
Yeah.
Okay.
For shit
All
show.
right.
All right now.
Shit show.
Man, well, I definitely appreciate you for giving us your time, coming through to support the guys and my lady. And, we gonna see y'all again later. I hope y'all have an amazing Tuesday. Until next time.